Okay, it's Atlanta's #1 hip-hop station, Hot 107.9 and home for the Ricky Smiley Morning Show. Of course, you know it's your folk, B-High. Radio, shouting, stepping in the building. I got my West Side fam in this thing, 24 heavy. What's good with it, my dog?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Talk to me, man. I mean, first you jumped off the porch with this bang of sacrifices, man.
Right.
Talk to me about that joint coming out and tearing up some things, boy.
Sacrifices, it moved real good, man. That was my jump off right there. I mean, it was an introduction. I was explaining to you like who I am, where I come from.
Exactly.
I mean, I gave you the street side, the struggle side. I spoke for the people. You feel what I'm saying?
Exactly.
That was the object of introduction record. You see
I had a chance to check out that video, man. What made you haul off and jump off in a casket in that thing, man?
Long story, man. Like, you know, in this game, you got to take sacrifices.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You got to take risks. You got to be risky. They want to see difference. You feel what I'm saying?
Fact.
They don't want to continuously see the same thing over and over again.
Yeah.
They want to see something different.
Exactly.
So, you know, me and my label, we pulled something out the bag, you know what I mean?
What was it like, though, man, when that sacrifice started to take off for you, though, man? Because that thing's been bubbling in these streets for a minute, though.
It was, first, when it started picking up, I was like, damn, because we really didn't think that was going to be the record. You see what I'm saying? We had so many records that could have fit in the place of a single. So when Sacrifices hit surface and the people went to picking up on Sacrifices, it was like, hold up. This the one right here. You know what I mean? We ain't gonna keep playing. So Sacrifices were like it came out of nowhere.
Exactly.
I mean, because that wasn't the one we picked.
But see, it sounds to me like you had an organic progression right there, man. And how do you feel when the people in the streets choose a record for you and say, you know what, this what we feeling right now?
Man, you know the streets, man, they 90% of the time they right. You know what I mean? So you gotta flow with the streets, man. Especially if you bringing street music. I mean, they gonna be the one who pick which songs fit best for them.
That's right.
Because when you in the club and you vibing, you never know what songs gonna fit. So when you can feel it before it even catch fire, that mean that's the one.
Now, that Heavy World mixtape, man, I mean, you had a lot of bangers on that thing, too. I mean, one of my other favorites was that Count Up with my boy Joe Gifted on that thing, man.
Oh, yeah, my brother, man. That's my brother, man. Shout out to Joe Gifted, man. You know, he always, push through when I need him. Count Up was a record that we got in the studio. We vibed to some tracks, and the melody that came with it, it was like, we can't dodge this right here. You know what I mean? This is how we got to give it to him. So Gifted got in the background. He like, bro, we missing this on now. Let's put this on now. Yeah. So once we did that part, it was like, hold up, we missing one more thing. Let's put this on. And it clicked. It was like, keep pushing. That's the one. You know what I mean? Now,
putting together that Heavy World project, though, man, what was that like for you putting together that whole project? And was that your first one, or which one was that?
It actually was my first project. Like, I was fresh out of prison. Like, I pushed that project on the label, like my label, my CEOs. I pushed it on them. I'm like, hey, man, I'm ready. I did that project in like 2-3 weeks, man.
That's how you felt?
Shoot, man, I pushed the button. I was in the studio every day. I had Joe Gifted and his brother Finesse Beats. I mean, shout out to Finesse because he produced Sacrifices and Count Up.
Ooh.
And I had him every day with me, and he was like, bro, just keep working. I pushed that project out in like 2-3 weeks.
Now, you was talking about coming out of prison, man. I mean, what was going through your mind with that while you were locked down, and how was it for you making that transition and back to the real world with it, though, man?
Really, man, I came out of solitary confinement. I was in the hole for my last 4 years and 2 months. So
you was in there cutting up?
Nah, I wasn't cutting up, man. I was just, my past followed me.
Yeah.
I mean, I wasn't good. I wasn't,
Yeah.
I was kind of, I wasn't a good guy all the time. I mean,
I feel you.
You know, but I came out of solitary confinement, man, and I had to find my way. I hadn't been around people in so long. It was like, dang, I see all this movement. I see all these cars, and I've been caged in. You know, I did a 6-year sentence, but my last 4 years I did in solitary confinement. So I came home, I was lost.
What the hell was going through your mind when you was in solitary for so long, man? And how did you keep from going crazy in there, boy?
Knowledge.
Yeah.
I read knowledgeable books. I read a lot of books for the mind. It helped me understand and find the inner me.
Yeah.
Because I was lost. You see what I'm saying? Till I got in that hole. When I got in the hole, I was able to. I was left with my thoughts. So I used a lot of my thinking process on books. I read books, like knowledgeable books. You feel what I'm saying? Because it helped process the thoughts.
Yeah.
Once I did that, man, I came home. I was kind of lost when I got here. Now I ain't gonna lie, boy, because I was like, good Lord, look how fast it moving. I've been locked down for 4 years.
What was going through your mind when you touched down, man? I mean, what were some of the biggest changes that you noticed when you stepped back in the streets, other than the city looking totally different too?
Man, notice myself.
Yeah.
It was just too much going on, so I had to. Excuse me. I knew which routes I had to take in order to stay out of trouble. You know what I'm saying? So once I understood what it took, because I had masterminded this all my time in prison, so my thoughts came home with me. When I got here, I used everything that I used to think of these thoughts in prison to know that, okay, I can't do this no more.
Facts.
I can't do that no more.
Yeah.
Because I already orchestrated how I'm going to move when I come home. So I came home and I used my ways of moving that I thought in prison. So I left a lot of stuff alone, man, because I was terrible, man.
Already know.
Terrible.
But it sounds like to me that when you came back, you had to go into safe mode, man.
Yeah, man.
Talk to me about it.
Mode. See, man, I gave you sacrifices, man, let you introduce myself. You feel what I'm saying? But then, again, I had to fall back and go in safe mode because, like, that song, I spoke for the people that was afraid to speak. You see what I'm saying? Like, hey, look, don't cross the line. You feel what I'm saying? I ain't gonna jump in your lane, don't jump in mine. You feel what I'm saying? I ain't scared.
Come on now.
I'm in safe mode. You feel what I'm saying? Like, don't think I'm scared.
Exactly.
I'm just in safe mode. I mean, came out like that.
Now, I'm hearing that you remixing that thing, though, man. I mean, what's all this talk about this remix, though? Heavy?
Having smoke. We
Talk
having,
to me.
man, NEA having smoke. We having real smoke, man. You know what I mean? So, like, I got a couple people, you know what I mean, that's you know, it been lingering through the streets. A lot of people say Lucci on it.
Ooh.
A lot of people say 21 on it.
Oh.
A lot of people say Quavo on it.
Woo.
I don't know.
When is this thing dropping?
Man, they say Michael Jackson on it. I done got Mike on now, baby. He came from the dead for that one.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, man, but it be dropping real soon, man. I brought Michael Jackson back, man. I mean,
Yes, sir.
Yeah, he be on that real soon.
Coming out of that west side with it, though, Heavy. I mean, what is that like being able to represent your side and do your thing, though?
You know, I come from the west side like that, where I jumped off the porch at, that's where I was raised at. Like, but I maneuvered around the whole city. You see what I'm saying? Like, you can stomp through any side of town and they're gonna tell you, oh, that's a little Heavy. Oh, that's a little Ricky. You feel what I'm saying? Oh, that's a little 2-4.
Yeah.
You feel what I'm saying? Like, so coming from the west side, it just taught me, I came from the jungle. So when I was able to move around, it was like, I'm familiar with this. I'm familiar with this. I mean, this is my type of territory. So I was able to adapt to different side environments. You feel what I'm saying? So everything's the same to me. You feel what I'm saying? Like, I don't take one side and say, no, this is the hottest side or that.
Yeah.
Every side the same to me, because if you know how to move, then you'll be able to move on any side.
Exactly.
So you can, search through the streets, man. They'll tell you, like, 2-4 ran through all of it. You know what I mean? Like, they'll tell you.
Now, touching back down in these streets and getting in that studio, man, what was your creative process like? And how was that for you being back and saying, you know what, let me get in this studio and just do my thing?
It was tough first, man.
What?
It was tough because I had to find myself. Like, I've been rapping since I was 12, 13 years old, so I had to dig deep back inside because I had lost myself at first. I came home. I didn't know what was going on. This stuff was moving too fast.
Yeah.
You feel what I'm saying? Then I ran into my brother Cash Talk, and I linked back up with my brother Joe Gifted, and it was like, okay, I'm finding myself back. Boom, there it is. You feel what I'm saying? That's how that worked. But when I came home, man, I was lost.
Whew.
I was lost.
You got family in the building, though, now, man?
Yes, I do. I got my brother Cash talking here with me. You feel what I'm saying?
I believe it.
Just
What
drop.
up, though, my dog?
What's going on?
How you feeling over there, man?
I'm great, man.
Now, I know you got some bangers on deck, too, man. That boy Johnny Cabell told me that you bringing the funk also.
Yes, sir.
What's happening?
Hey, man, working every day, every night. No excuse.
Now, But y'all boys being able to get in these studios and jam, I mean, what is that like for y'all? And what is the creative process behind y'all music when y'all start to jamming?
But we really used to sit in the house and rap to each other.
Yeah.
Right. So like that easy. Like that easy. Like we couldn't even go to the studio when he first came home. We were going through it. You feel what I'm saying? Now so like now we got access to it. It whatever. We ain't giving up. We just doubt every day, all day.
Exactly.
Right. So like when he ain't got the motivation, he turned to cash.
Yeah.
When I ain't got the motivation, hey K, you slipping, get in there.
Yeah.
You feel what I'm saying? So like it's just like we hand in hand, like ain't no heavy without cash talk.
Exactly.
Ain't no cash without heavy, you feel me? Like we brothers, we that how we came in, that how we leaving.
Talk to me about that camaraderie, though, man, because being able to stay down with each other, it's always good to have family to have your back while you maneuvering doing these streets, man. So, I mean, talk to me about that.
It's beautiful, man. Like, when you can call on a brother and be like, hey, bro, look, not outside of rap, you feel what I'm saying? Like, you can call on a brother like, hey, bro, I need your help with this, or what you think about this, or how you see this. When you can call on a brother and do that, then that's a bond that can't be broken.
Right.
Like, our whole team, our whole NEA movement, like, we can call on this is family. You see what I'm saying? This is outside of the music. You feel what I'm saying? Like, we can call on each other for whatever we need, advice, however the ball may float. Right. So it's more like a brotherhood, a family at NEA, because we working over here, baby. We outworking everybody.
Everybody.
Cash, what's the single, though, my dog?
My single, Big Cake, Trap Lord. I used to dream.
Talk to me.
I used to dream. I mean, Big Cake, a street song, like the street picked it up. That ain't even know we showed it. It just a club caught it, and it went on. It was on from now. I used to dream wasn't supposed to be the single, but that's what the streets chose out my mixtape.
You can't fight the street.
No, you can't fight the street, man.
Boy.
You can't
So
fight the street.
I let them have that. So that my new single. I used to dream. It get deep in that song too.
I
Like,
can dig it. I mean, what was you dreaming about, though, Cash?
Yeah.
It ain't even more so about a dream. It more of a nightmare. I'm just telling you like what goes on.
Yeah.
Like when you can't rap.
Yeah.
Like this the reason I can't rap, because I can't focus, because I got this going on in the street. So I don't want to be in no studio. Even though this is my dream to make my life better, I can't be there because I got mouth to feed. We still struggling. So like that's what it was about. You feel what I'm saying?
Talk to me about the streets versus the industry, man, and trying to finagle y'all away from the streets into the industry to be able to do what y'all want to do and be able to follow y'all dreams and make a better way, though, man. What's that like for y'all?
Like, you can't mix them two.
Yeah.
Fake and real.
Like, there's no way possible you can mix them two. Like, it's a difference. It's a big difference. You feel what I'm saying? Now, the game is on the same, like, you can mix them on that level.
Yeah.
But far as the industry,
Yeah.
it's a lot of shaky stuff going on. The streets, now they got their own twist to it too.
Right.
But you feel what I'm saying? But man, you can't mix them two, man. Like, industry and the streets, it's too different, man.
Same with it, dude.
Talk to me about the differences about it, man. For those that don't understand, because see, a lot of folks be in the streets, they want to get into the music game. Then they get into the music game and realize that it ain't nothing like the streets, even though you got a lot of street folks in the music game.
And they talk the street stuff.
Yeah.
Like, you can, man, this game's so crazy. The streets, it's a lot of stuff that goes on in the streets that stay in the streets.
Fact.
You see what I'm saying? In the industry, you got this person doing this, and then they talking about it, and then
Rap
like,
about it.
in the streets, we ain't doing no talking about that when we got problems. You feel what I'm saying? We ain't going on Instagram talking about, well, this person that we ain't doing that in the streets. They ain't doing that, man. Like, so it's you got the industry people, the industry artists, because you got a difference now. It's a couple industry artists that's street, and you got a couple that pretend to be street. You feel what I'm saying? But this NEA organization, our movement,
Street.
we street, baby.
Still street.
Talk to me.
We reach out to the street. We still go to the park with the kids. We still pull up at the liquor stores and politic with the old Echoes.
Yeah.
You feel what I'm saying? We still do all that, man. We still
break
do that.
down the whole NEA movement to me, though, man, for those that don't know or understand.
NEA is the label.
Yeah.
You feel what I'm saying? Never eat alone. Like, it's a family. We everything that we do as one whole.
Right.
You feel what I'm saying? Like Cash say, you'll never catch cash without heavy. You'll never catch heavy without cash. So 2-4 is cash.
Right.
And cash is 2-4. You see what I'm saying? Because it's a movement. We one whole. We come as one package.
right.
So you want this, you got to get this package.
Believe
You
it.
know what I'm saying?
Believe
Like you got to get this whole
Yes,
package.
sir.
You got to get the package.
You ain't never lied. Lastly, fellas, how can folks contact y'all and anything else y'all want to get off y'all chest, though?
You can follow me on Instagram, Cash Talk 1, CASHTALK. You can find everything else from there, and make sure y'all go download City of God too. Believe
You know, you can catch me on Instagram at I am 2 number 4 heavy HEAVY. I am 2 4 heavy. You feel what I'm saying? I'm there.
I can dig it. Fellas,
Yes, sir.
appreciate y'all coming through this thing, man.
Yes, sir.
Wishing nothing but the best and much success. Be High Radio Shout It's Hot 107.9, man. Let's go.